Snaplocket bringing you day 12 of Demonic Pacts reveals. It's raining herbs! It's literally raining herbs because today they have revealed the third and final Tier 2 relic, a fan favorite from last league, the Friendly Forager relic. It's got a bunch of effects, so let's go over them. Upon choosing this relic, you will receive the Forager's Pouch. While the Forager's Pouch is worn or in your inventory, you gain the following benefits. When you gather resources from woodcutting, fishing, mining, and hunter, the pouch will find and store a random grimy herb. This herb is limited to any which your Herblore level plus 25 can clean. This action also provides a small amount of Herblore XP. So a tiny amount of passive Herblore XP whenever you're doing woodcutting, fishing, mining, or hunter. The pouch will only find herbs it has room to store, but will always attempt to give you a herb you can receive. The pouch also functions as a herb sack and shares an inventory with it. Additionally, you gain the following perks to the Herblore skill. All items are processed at once. Secondary ingredients have a 90% chance to not be consumed, and this stacks additively with other sources. And all created potions will be the 4-dose variant instead of a 3-dose variant. This relic just looks like an all-in-one Herblore solve. I took this relic last league and it's very nice. You just never have to worry about herbs, and it can provide you some of those harder to acquire herbs like Huasca, or a lot of the high level herbs like Torstals, Snapdragons, herbs that are really useful and can sometimes be hard to acquire. And don't discount these final perks here. You get the production prodigy type effect of processing all Herblore actions at once, so you'll clean an entire inventory of grimy herbs all with one click, and you will also process all potions in your inventory with a single action. And the 90% chance to save a secondary ingredient is really useful. It's yet another thing about this relic that drastically cuts down the time involved with actually maxing the Herblore skill. You will just need so many less secondary ingredients. And it's really nice for, again, some of those harder to get secondary ingredients. I'm looking at you, Alderium, for goading and prayer regeneration potions. And I should remind everybody, we all are starting in Varlamore, which means we all have access to the Mastering Mixology minigame, which means we can all get the prescription goggles. If you don't know what this item is, when worn, they give a 10% chance to save a secondary ingredient when mixing potions. So if you stack this 10% with the 90% chance the relic provides, that means that you will have a 100% chance to save secondary ingredients. What this means is that you will only ever need as much of a secondary ingredient as you need to make a single inventory of the potion that you want, and then you'll just never have to gather any ever again. So like I said at the beginning, this is the final tier 2 relic, which means we have all of the relics in that tier shown to us. Finally, another completed tier, and we can officially start to compare and lock in some decisions. I know some of these still depend on the rest of the relics that they're going to reveal, but at least for now, we can start comparing it to the other tier 2 relics. So how does it compare? I think a lot of people are still going to think that Hotfoot is a better relic. I know agility is very unpopular, but I don't know. Herblore is also a slow skill to train on an Iron Man, and depending on your regions, agility might be an easier solve than Herblore. Personally, I think that Friendly Forager can look really useful for certain play styles or certain region picks. Firstly, if you're one of those players that doesn't really care about maxing, doesn't care about a dragon trophy, you just want to play some leagues, have some fun, get into some fun league PVM, I think this is going to sort all of your potion needs out. You will very easily just have plenty of potions for all the PVM you want to do. So I think this is a strong pick for that playstyle. And secondly, there are some regions that don't provide any herb patches. So if you're counting on collecting your herbs from farming, but you're considering taking the wilderness, Taranwen, or desert regions, those regions don't have any herb patches in them. Now, thankfully, we're all starting in the Varlamore region this time, so everybody will have access to at least one herb patch, but you've got to consider where you're actually going to get your herbs from. And again, secondaries for that matter, because remember, this relic saves 90% of all secondaries. So if you're counting on gathering all of those from farming, and the regions that you pick don't have a lot of allotment farming patches or flower patches, I think it's very worth asking yourself where you are going to get all the materials for training Herblore. And so with this discussion, I guess we should also bring Nature's Accord onto the table, because I think a lot of people are looking at that and saying that that in and of itself is probably a pretty good Herblore solve. Getting 10x yield from all farming patches is really, really going to help when gathering herbs and gathering a lot of secondary ingredients. And I really do think that this 10x yield could make a big enough difference to offset not taking the Friendly Forager relic. But again, Nature's Accord definitely goes up in strength the more farming patches you have in the regions that you select. So I think it's definitely worth looking into that. It's so exciting having all the tier 2 relics finally revealed, and I'm very curious which one you are thinking about taking. Do you like the look of Friendly Forager? Are you still a Hotfoot fan? Or are you potentially looking at the dark horse in this category, the Woodsman relic? Personally for me, I still really like the look of Woodsman. Before yesterday's reveal, I really thought that we were going to see a thieving relic appear as the final tier 2 relic, but seeing this, I feel a lot more confident in taking the Woodsman relic. I just really, really like the hunter benefits that it provides. And the fact that Woodsman provides passive herb seeds while hunting, again, I think could potentially offset some of the difference of not taking Friendly Forager. At least with the regions that I'm personally thinking. Again, you'll have to look into the choices that you're gonna make and see if that's necessarily the case for you. But again, I'm really, really curious which direction all of you are leaning. Which tier 2 relic looks better for you? And then also, because Reloaded is on the board, I feel like we have to bring it up every single time now. Is this a relic that would look good to reload into? And I really don't think so, at least not at this rate. I feel like there are just stronger options already on the board, and still with another 7 reloadable relics left to reveal, I just highly doubt that Friendly Forager is going to be a popular choice to reload into. And finally, it came in a little bit late today, but better late than never. We have today's Echo boss reveal, and we can confirm that bugs are in fact canon in the game now. Today's Echo boss reveal states that the Echo Kalphite Queen from the desert region is making a return this league with a familiar drop. It says, ignite your foes in stacks and strike with the same cutting accuracy rolls as before. It looks like the Drygore blowpipe from the Raging Echoes League is making a return, but this description here makes me think that it's going to have a slightly different effect. Ignite your foes in stacks. That makes me think that it will have some sort of multi-hit capability. Maybe something akin to a barrage type effect. Maybe this will only work on a single tile at a time. I really do think that's what that means. I mean, even if this was just the Drygore blowpipe from last league, that thing was really fun to use. I made a ranged focus alt that took the desert region, and so I got to use this Drygore blowpipe in a couple of places, and boy, oh boy, was it fun. And also, may I say that the Echo Kalphite Queen boss fight was pretty dang good. So all of you desert enthusiasts, you now have your Echo boss revealed, and that means that there's just one region left that doesn't, which means that surely tomorrow we will see the Tehranwen region, which means that surely tomorrow we will see the Tehranwen region get their Echo boss reveal. Do you think it is going to be the corrupted Hunlift that makes a return? I took Tehranwen on my main playthrough last league, and boy, that Echo Hunlift fight was good. I could absolutely see them bringing it back, and if they do, consider taking that region just for the boss fight. It was fun, it was challenging, it was a really good way to farm gauntlet materials without having to do all the prep work beforehand. Yeah, I would be excited to see that one make a return, and I wonder what the reward will be. I have a feeling that it will drop something different than the crystal blessing that we saw last time. So I hope we get some more info on that tomorrow. That is going to do it for day 12 of reveals. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking that like button, and if you haven't already, consider clicking that subscribe button, and maybe even click that bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. I will be continuing to do these daily updates until the league comes out. I am so excited. We've got 11 days left. So have a good rest of your day, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Oh, I didn't see if I didn't get the leech last time. No! Now you know the power of the grub. To get the grub! I'm stuck in the grub. I'm grubbed.
Perfect coverage.
I got grubbed. Oh, I'm not afraid, Rain.
Oh, that's why I'm dying. Oh my gosh.
Don't get grubbed. I can't reach them, Heidi. I can't reach them.